guys, welcome to Health, Hobby, and Home. My name is Andrea and today we will be making sausage breakfast burritos. I decided to just take everything I had in my pantry and create an awesome egg scramble using sausage and peppers and onions and cheese and salsa and sour cream, everything, and I assembled all of it into a burrito. This scramble is excellent just on its own or over hash browns, over toast, anything you decide. But today we decided to do burritos for a quick and easy breakfast for the entire family. So please stay tuned to watch the recipe as I go through each step. And if you like this and you would like to see more videos, please hit the subscribe button and help me grow my channel so that I can make more. And if you hit the like button, that would be even better. Thanks, guys.
Okay, so starting off, I found some sausage in my refrigerator. I have some green onions from the fridge, a leftover yellow onion. Then we've got some eggs. I think I have about 6 eggs I'm using, and then about half of a red pepper. And then we've got some cheese, about half the bag, and then some flour tortillas. And right now I only have 3 in there, and that's as much as I'm going to make today. So on to the next part is prep work. We're going to chop all those veggies. Okay, so now we are going to take our sausage, and for this recipe I only used half of the container that I had, so I'm going to save the rest of it for something later on. I sprayed the pan with some Pam, and then I added the sausage to my saute pan. And make sure you have a pretty big saute pan because you're going to be filling it with a lot of stuff. Okay, so now I'm going to chop up my sausage using a pretty awesome utensil. It is great for ground beef or sausages like this. The only thing I've noticed is that it gets stuck to this particular one I have, and so I have to get a knife and I have to scrape all the bits off of it. So it takes a little longer, but it's great for breaking it all up into small pieces. It's really fast and easy, especially if you're doing ground beef. I actually have one that's a Pampered Chef version, and it's a lot better, but this one was the one that was clean, so it'll work. Okay, so now that it's been browning a little bit, I am going to add a garlic clove to my sausage, and I'm going to chop that up right now as it continues to brown in the pan. I love garlic in everything, and I had some on hand, so I figured this would be great just as an added flavor for our sausage breakfast burritos. Okay, so now I'm going to be adding all of the chopped garlic to the top of my pan and making sure that I incorporate it nicely with the sausage because garlic burns really easily, so you never want to put it on its own. So I always add it right before I add the other vegetables if I have a meat component, but if not, I usually will do the vegetables first and then add the garlic at the end right before I start putting the sauce or any other liquid inside it. But for this recipe, we're going to let it sit for a few minutes and then add all the rest of the vegetables. I'm going to stir it. Stir, stir, stir. Look at me stir. I love garlic in everything. I just love the smell. It smelled so great in my kitchen that morning when I was making it. And the incorporation of all the onions and the peppers with it too, it really smelled really great in my kitchen. Okay, next we are going to add the chopped up vegetables. We've got the onions, the red peppers, the green onions. You could add mushrooms if you have them in your pantry. Other types of peppers, green peppers are great in this. This was just all I had in my refrigerator this particular day, and I wanted to use up everything I had. So right now I'm just giving it a nice toss around. You got to make sure that oil from the sausage gets nicely coated with the vegetables, and you are going to saute this for a few minutes. So once it's done, once the vegetables get a little brown around the edges, nothing major. You don't want them to be mushy. If you prefer them a little crunchier, on the crunchier side, then that's great, but I like it at just a nice soft texture for the breakfast burritos. So now I'm going to add garlic salt to my pan. I never really measure my seasoning. I just like a lot of seasoning. So just a good couple shakes around the pan would be great. I'm going to add some fresh ground pepper, or you could just do regular pepper, that's fine too. Again, I just do several clicks around, nothing major. You can always season to taste. Whatever you prefer to do is great. And then also I'm going to add some onion powder first, that one first, and just go a nice round the pan, and then I'm going to add some more garlic powder to it. I love the garlic flavor. You of course don't have to add all this, it's fine, but I like all of my vegetables and my sausage to be nice and seasoned. Then I'm going to finish it up with some parsley. That's just something that I like to add at the end. Of course, that's completely optional as well. Now I'm just going to give this whole mixture a nice stir. Next, I will be adding the eggs. For this recipe, I have 6 eggs I just cracked in a bowl so I can add them all at the same time and they all cook evenly. I just go ahead and add them, and then I let them cook a little bit so that some of the white can start to materialize. I also like to put just a little bit of water in the mixture just to give it a little bit more liquid. That's totally optional. You can also add milk. I know a lot of people like to do milk or half and half, or even cream. Whatever you have on hand would be fine. But for this mixture, I just did a quick little bit of water, you see. Not very much, just a little bit, just to give it some more moisture. So now I crack the yolks and I'm going to be stirring it all around. You want to incorporate it in all of your mixture and make sure that it's nice and cooked all the way through. Now that the eggs are done, we are going to add a little bit of cheese to your egg scramble. I just do just a little bit here, and then I will then add more cheese to each individual burrito. But for right now, I just wanted a little bit of cheesiness in there because I'm going to have so much left over. This will be great later on, just by itself for another breakfast in the future. There we have it, guys. Here is the final result of your breakfast scramble. You can also add more seasoning for taste if you would like to at this time. Now we are going to assemble the breakfast burritos. Here is the final result of me taking a nice big bite and all of the mixture I had left over. So that went in a Tupperware and my husband ate it the next day for breakfast and it was excellent. I hope you enjoyed this recipe. If you would like to watch future videos, please hit the like, share, and subscribe button. Thanks for watching.